Mental health among veterans is often a struggle. While military veterans are roughly 6% of the adult population in the U.S., they make up about 20% of all suicides. As of 2021, an average of almost 18 veterans died by suicide each day.
Meanwhile, veterans who seek out health care through the Department of Veterans Affairs often run into roadblocks, from scheduling issues to canceled appointments. So here to talk more about this is our 9Health mental health expert, Dr. Sheryl Ziegler. Thank you so much for coming in. This is really important to talk about.
Really important. It's my honor to talk about it.
Yes. So what unique mental health challenges do veterans face after returning from service?
Well, for some veterans, when they return from service, there's an obvious adjustment period. They've just experienced something that's hard for their family, for their friends. So what we see is we see an increase sometimes in anxiety, we see it in depression, we see it in substance use, and then in some cases, we see either an acute stress disorder or post-traumatic stress disorder. And so that leads to a cascading of being isolated, not wanting to be as connected with others, and not really doing anything to take care of themselves or doing that consistently. So we are always concerned about the mental health of veterans, and I find that families around them oftentimes say, we're not sure what to do.
Right.
Yeah, I love that we're actually talking about this now. The conversation seems to get bigger every single year. How has access and care for mental health improved within the veteran community?
Well, I think it's in process of improving. I think we used to have a system that really seemed to be nearly failing our veterans, not really giving them the care, the support, and even the longevity, because we can't just be focused on very short term. I think people think, okay, well, you come back, sure, it's an adjustment period. No, the wounds that can happen from war, the things that they see can last an absolute lifetime. And so care is really important. I think some things that are changing around experimental things. So they're looking at that psychedelic kind of care for veterans, where there is actual research, can be very impactful, and actually VA benefits covering those kinds of things. I think we're looking at expanded family services so that families know what to do and how to support them, and as well as just trying to get 24/7 care, quicker access, not having to wait on long wait lists. I think that's all in progress, and as simple as it sounds, is us talking about it moves the needle. It moves the needle with stigma, and it also moves the needle with the urgency to take care of our veterans and their mental health.
Yeah, you mentioned that sometimes family members don't even know what to do. What can family members do to support veterans?
Well, like, I'll just say today is a day that you want to think about any veteran in your life. You want to talk about these things. And I don't mean talk about, the depths of the wounds or the things that they experience, but just reaching out and saying, how are you doing? Or today's Veterans Day, I was just thinking about you. Thank you for your service. Thank you. And thank you for your service is great. I think you can go beyond that, though. I appreciate what you've done. What can I do for you? I think a lot of times people might get it like, I'm good, thanks, kind of, or even this humility, but really to say, I want to do something for you. I want to acknowledge you. I want you to be seen. I want you to know you're cared for. So when we're talking about, an estimated 18 suicides per day, I think we all need to take a part of that. We are all affected and influenced by a veteran in our lives, most of us pretty directly. So do something. Just, again, talking about it really helps.
What resources are available, just really quickly?
So there is, hopefully we're gonna show it, there is a text line, and there's also a hotline that people can call. It's available 24/7, and it's specifically for veterans. So it's a veterans crisis line. I'd suggest starting there for anybody who needs help.
And they can connect you to other resources as well.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we put that information out there. Dr. Ziegler, thanks so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Me.